Hi, it's your video friend. Today I'll be reviewing a pretty sweet lens, the Panasonic Leica Summilux 25mm f1.4. The 25mm focal length gives you a full frame equivalent of 55mm when shooting at 4K on the GH4. This is a well-made lens. I'm not sure whether it's plastic or metal. It sure feels like metal, but I think technically it's probably some kind of sweet metal plastic. It feels like it's made of all the same materials as the ultra popular Panasonic 12-35 and 35-100 2.8 lenses that we all know and love. This lens is a great option for a prime with a nice wide aperture to give you a nice shallow depth of field for some background separation, and it also does quite well in lower light situations. The lens comes with the lens hood, which is good, but the lens hood design really sucks in my opinion. I'm a big fan of lens hoods that you can quickly reverse so that the lens can always have the hood with it while taking up less space in your bag. This hood basically doubles the volume of space the lens takes up and you can't reverse it. Also, putting filters on the lens is kind of a pain because the hood has to go on before the filters, so you have to reach in, and it's pretty much a pain in the ass and really easy to accidentally touch the front of the lens or filter while doing it. I have never noticed any problems with fringing in the high contrast areas at all, although that can be fixed so easily in post it's almost not even worth mentioning anymore unless the fringing is horrific. The lens is wicked sharp wide open, which is great. If using the continuous autofocus is acceptable to you when making videos, then this lens does a fairly okay job of finding focus. Obviously, it's gonna hunt like basically every other lens you will put on the GH4 that's native for Micro Four Thirds, or really any other lens with autofocus. But it doesn't hunt as bad as the 12-35 or 35-100. So if you're okay with the hunting on those lenses, you'll be really happy with the 25 1.4. This lens sells new for around $650 Canadian, but you can get them used on eBay for between $450 and $550. I actually snagged mine on Kijiji for $350, so I got really lucky on that. I think the big question in whether or not you should buy this lens depends on whether or not you have a metabones speed booster adapter. I started my lens collection with all native Micro Four Thirds glass, and I have a pretty healthy collection of them, but now I also have a metabones adapter, which allows me to use a cheap Canon EF Nifty 50 aka Plastic Fantastic and get a sort of similar focal length but at f1.2. If you plan on sticking with the Micro Four Thirds native glass because of the whole autofocus thing being important to you, then definitely get this lens. And if you're interested in how this lens compares with the Nifty 50 and other EF lenses that give you a similar focal length with even wider apertures, I'm going to be doing some other lens reviews with that adapter and some comparisons to my native Micro Four Thirds lenses in the future. So definitely subscribe because those are on the way. Thanks for watching and have a great day, but more importantly, make great videos and put them up for free on the internet.